Hello and welcome to a brand new vlog. So it is 7:38, so I've just got up, had some breakfast, and now I'm going to head off to the gym.
Hi vlog! Oh, it's another rainy day. It rained all day yesterday as well. But I'm just heading out. I'm heading to Lego to do my onboarding for the new season. So I'm heading there now. It shouldn't take too long. And then Martyn's gonna head to the shops, pick up some food for today. But actually today we're gonna be answering your questions. So throughout the vlog today, we're gonna be answering questions that you put on our community page post. So huge thank you to all of the questions that we got. We got some really good ones. So we're gonna make our way through them today. So I am back from my onboarding, made myself a cup of tea. Also, I have probably the most spring Easter snack ever. I have a hot cross bun, because it's hot cross bun season, and I'm so happy about it. Probably one of my favourite snacks. I was actually naughty and I didn't eat breakfast this morning as well, so I am hungry, but that's bad because I always advocate that breakfast is the best meal of the day. And then also, Martyn picked me up a mini eggs Easter egg, so I'm gonna have the little mini egg packet from it. So that is just such a wholesome Easter snack. But yeah, just back from my Lego onboarding. It's fine, it didn't take too long. And I'm actually gonna be cover at Legoland this year. So I'm gonna be covering the Legoland Pirate Show, the new pirate show, and then also maybe the Duplo Ballet Theatre sometimes. But yeah, I'm not sure when I'm gonna be there. Hopefully, if you visit, I will happen to be there. But yeah, I can't do any guarantees with days or anything. But if you do visit Legoland this season and I am there, please come and say hello and yeah, share a photo or something, because I always loved meeting you, especially last year. I met so many people. So we thought we'd get started on answering some questions because we just checked, we actually have quite a few.
Yeah, thank you so much. I would suggest checking our community page because we're starting to more regularly post on there. So like polls or questions or photos. So yeah, definitely check it out.
So first question, Helena, how are your driving lessons going? Non-existent. I really hope to start this year, but it's just money at the moment, like.
And priorities, I guess. And
I have a few different priorities at the moment that are just sort of overtaking it, but pun. But I would love to have started by the end of the year, but we will see. The intensives that I want to do are about $1,500 to $2,000 in total. So they are very, very expensive. So if I can't afford to do that, I might have to just start doing individual lessons. But we will see. Next question, are you looking forward to Toy Story 5 and do you think it should have ended on 3? That's so weird because we were chatting about this the other day. We had
a really lazy day yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said, can we watch Toy Story 2? Mainly because we did the quiz and there were some questions in the quiz that related, and I was like, yeah, let's watch it because it got Key Sip Tent in it. Is that right? Tent, yeah. You'll know if you've played the quiz. I think it should have I think it should have ended with 3.
Yeah.
But after 4, I am sort of thinking that hopefully there'll be a different ending, and 5 will be the good way to go out.
And it'll be the actual end. I don't think.
I was a bit distraught at the end of 4.
I feel like they were hoping to leave it on 4, but then I think they just couldn't because, like, that ending, you can't leave a whole franchise on that ending. I don't know.
I went to see it, I think I went on my own to see it first because Helena was working on the ship, and then when you came out we had that day where we went to see Lion King and Toy Story, and I'm still a mess every time I see it, but there's hope.
What is the most exciting thing you did together in 2023? That's a really nice question. We had a really lovely year last year. Obviously has its ups and downs like everyone's does, but overall it was a really, really lovely year. And the most exciting, I really think up there was working with Efteling.
Yeah,
and the shuttle together. That was not on our radar at all, and we were just so happy that we were able to do that.
But it took a long time.
Yeah, it did take a long time.
I think, sort of putting it all together.
We absolutely loved the trip, and it was also our first time on sort of a collaborative trip like that.
I'll say that going on the cruise, the P&O Iona cruise to the Norwegian fjords, I think that was one of my highlights. That was right up there.
It was really lovely to go on as guests.
Because we'd worked so long on ships, it was so nice to just relax and experience it from a guest point of view.
Yeah, it was. What's your favourite character meet and greet in Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney World? I think in Walt Disney World it has to be you meeting Toy Story, meeting Buzz and Woody. Woody. It was such a good meet and greet. That's on the vlogs as well. It's on the family vlog trip. So that was 2018.
It's hard to top that one.
Yeah. And then I think for Disneyland Paris,
Spider-Man was that's one of my top ones.
And I think mine will always just have to be when I met Winnie the Pooh and Tigger for the first time. We queued for so long, but it was so worth it. And it was just like my childhood, just like reliving my childhood and meeting them. So I think that's always going to be top. What is a Disney Orlando ride you wish was at Paris? Also, bonus question, what is your favourite musical?
Well, I'd probably go with one of the ones that we've not been on. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I'd love to ride that.
That'd be amazing. I feel like I would have to say Flight of Passage though, because it's my favourite ride in the whole world. So if that was just Le Shuttle away, I'd be there every weekend.
We still don't know what's happening with Paris in that section that was going to be Star Wars originally.
There still is the rumour that it could be Pandora, but... And then a favourite musical, that is so difficult. I don't even know if I can answer that question. I feel like it changes all the time. Also, I kind of have two sort of like sections for it, because my favourite musical that I've ever seen is different to my favourite musical, if you know what I mean. One of the best musicals I've ever seen, and I'll never forget it, is when I saw Pippin on Broadway. It was out of this world. But Pippin isn't my favourite show. But the actual like production of it, I was just blown away by. My favourite old school musical for like the music and stuff is Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel. I love the music from that. And then sort of like more new one.
How many are you picking?
I know. I actually can't choose.
I'm a big fan. The probably my favourite musical film I've seen, but I've never seen the show. I'm a sucker for Singing in the Rain. Yeah, Singing in the Rain is classic. But yeah, we need to go see that. I've never seen it on stage. I've always missed it. The Disney ones we saw, Beauty and the Beast, Mary Poppins was amazing. Frozen. We saw Back to the Future. Back to the Future is definitely your favourite musical. You listen to that all the time. I know, but would it be there as favourite musical? I don't know. Honestly, this is probably the hardest question. We spent too long on it. We just love musicals so much. It used to be Miss Saigon because we saw that and I loved that. Alright, I'll say Back to the Future. Yeah, I think it's Back to the Future. You loved it. Well, they can't make Back to the Future is like maybe my favourite movie as well. So we'll do one more in this little segment. We're planning our first ever trip to Disneyland Paris. Can you get refillable resort mugs like you did in Florida? Never been to a Disney location. I don't think you can. I don't think there is there? We've never got any. We've only stayed at Hotel Cheyenne. We've stayed at Santa Fe. So we can only comment, and I stayed at Sequoia Lodge, but a long time ago. So I can only comment on those hotels, and we didn't get refillable mugs there. Nope. No, you can't. It's the answer from Google. Yeah, no, you can. So like with Santa Fe, you can get the free, they're included in your sort of like hotel stay, hot drinks from the hot drinks machines. You can definitely get that in Santa Fe because we did that. I'm going to have to jump in the shower. Oh, yes. And then we've got a vlog going out later, so we better sort that out. I forgot. I'll do that. I've got a couple of emails and then I'll do that vlog as well. Yeah, and then we're thinking about going to the cinema later. We're going to have a little look, see if there's some show times that work well for us. Yeah, there's two contenders. There's two contenders, very different. They're very different. There's Wonka And then there's a film called The Iron Claw, which has got Zac Efron in it. So while Helena is doing the cover art for today's vlog and also doing like the quality control, we watched them before we put them out, I'm gonna make some dinner. So I think we're gonna have the old favourite beans and sausages on toast. Right, so change plan. We were going to go at the cinema a lot later than we are. We're actually going to head out now. So we saw that there was a screening starting at 2 and it's like 1:30. So we're going to try and rush there and watch a showing of, we've decided on Wonka.
Wonka!
The reason being is that it's been out the longest and we're scared that we'll miss it if we don't go to see it today. So hopefully we can go and see Iron Claw next week. We've made it!
I'm excited. Everyone says it's really good.
Yeah, it's from the creators of Paddington, I think, as well.
I feel so late to the party though.
So it's a private screening at the moment.
This is what happens when you see a film 3 months later.
What's this drink?
Oh, well, it's like a Tango Ice Blast, but Cineworld's version. Ice.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it is nice, actually.
Testing out all the seats. I don't think I could... I think I watched one film once from like the front.
It's very close.
I think I went to see this. It was a horror film called Mirrors.
Oh, that'd be scary right at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're at the front, at the side especially, like that bit is your main bit, like the left corner. That film was so good.
I loved it so much. It had a lot of heart. It was like what you get from when you're watching like a Paddington movie.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's the same people that made it. And there was similar castings and stuff in it.
It was just wholesome, full of joy, had heart. The songs are really cute.
Yeah, I just read that the music, well, I saw it at the end and I was like, hang on a minute, because I love a band called Divine Comedy and I didn't realise that the people from Divine Comedy did the music. So Neil Hannon and Joby Talbot did the music. I loved it.
I was so glad we actually went and saw it, because we probably weren't, like, had we not decided today, we probably would never have gone.
And there was so many little Easter eggs. Like, I'm a big fan. I know you're not such a fan of the...
I don't
Willy
mind
Wonka
it, but it's not my favourite.
But I loved all the little Easter eggs. And you could see glimpses of, like, Gene Wilder in some of the things he did.
Yeah. Oh, it's really, really good. It got me at the end as well. It was quite emotional.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it either, I'd highly recommend giving it a go. It's so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So much better.
And I loved that it was different, you know, it wasn't just a normal remake.
Yeah, they didn't just remake it.
Yeah, no.
It's really good, but we thought we'd quickly carry on with some questions because we have got quite a few still to get through.
I made a cuppa and then Helena went straight for the chocolate.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I am a chocoholic and the whole film was... I don't even know how many times they mentioned the word chocolate, and I was just sitting there like,
I was just reading that like some of the cast got sick a bit while they were filming because they ate so much chocolate.
I wouldn't. What are your top 5 rides across all the theme parks you have ever visited?
Top 5?
Top
I mean, this could be a separate thing. I don't know.
I know. Well, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or something.
Right.
Okay. Well, I think Flight of Passage has to be in there. You pick one.
Fliegen de Hollander.
Fliegen de Hollander from Efteling. Another one for me would have to be...
Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain, Disneyland Paris. Yeah, definitely.
Some of the
Dream
rides.
Plucked, Efteling.
Oh, cool, blimey, but how many have we used up now?
4.
Yeah, but what about the parks we've been to in England as well?
My number 5 would probably have to be Rise of the Resistance.
Well, that's it, we've used them
That's
up.
it, that's 5.
That's a hard one though.
That's hard.
That would change.
It would change.
If we had time to think about it more.
Expedition Everest as well.
No, that's it, you can't mention anymore.
Do you have plans for other European theme parks, i.e. Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen? And nearer to home, do you ever go to Thorpe Park?
Yeah, we have been to Thorpe Park. You'll find those vlogs on the channel. In, I think it's a playlist called Attractions, isn't it?
Yeah, UK Days Out Attractions, I think the playlist is called.
Yeah, so I mean, it's been a little while since we went to Thorpe Park.
Has been a little while. We went and we also went for Fright Nights. Got a couple of Fright Night videos.
Yeah, we're currently not annual pass members.
Yeah, that's quite a good time. Yeah, we're not. Yeah. Obviously, with my contract, I get some tickets to use, so we'll still be able to go to the parks this year. But currently, we are not annual pass members, Merlin ones. So, yeah, but we might try and get to a couple this year.
Yeah, we might still try and get to them. I mean, we'd love to do Alton Towers again.
Yeah.
And Cadbury World, I mean, speaking of chocolate, we've really thought about Europa Park, but every time we go on the website, it's quite costly.
Yeah, so we are looking at on-site.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is like I was wondering whether or not you had any hints or tips as to how to sort of keep costs down. Is there anywhere to stay that's off-site that's near?
It's a very non-serious question, and I'm sorry if you've answered it, but if you could both be any character from Disney, who would it be and why? I think I'd quite like to be Winnie the Pooh, just because he has a great little life. Like, he always looks happy. He has all his snacks and his friends, and his little tree house looks really cozy.
He's always got a very good outlook.
And there's like that little meme, I don't know if anyone's seen it, and it's like, let's stop idolising the hustle and let's start idolising this, and it's like a little Winnie the Pooh with like a little tea, just looking really cosy and happy. That
really makes sense. Yeah that would be a good one. I've gone for a Pixar.
Okay, yes, right.
It's not Toy Story. I'd like to be the person who I always want to meet. Sully from Monsters Inc. Because I just think he's just a really good friend to people. And he's always like looking to do the right thing. Oh, and one of my favourite songs is "I Wouldn't Be Nothing If I Didn't Have You."
What's your ideal date day or evening? Ooh.
I would say a bit like today.
Yeah, or I was going to say Hollywood Studios in the evening.
Oh, right. Oh, well, I mean, I was thinking, as in like what we could actually do.
What you can actually do day to day. I mean... Yeah, like my ideal is I love a Hollywood Studios evening. That's like date night. I love it. During like when not at Disney.
Yeah, I would say like a meal, and then going to watch a movie.
Yeah, I'd say cinema or theatre.
Or theatre.
We love going to the theatre, and I love just spending the evening in London, going for like drinks and dinner.
Yeah.
Also like local theatres as well. Actually, I've really started to like enjoy exploring some of them as well. Would you rather have a day in Epic Universe with no queues, or a day in Disneyland Paris with unlimited spending money?
I'd probably have to go with Epic Universe because it's somewhere that we'd never been.
See, I think I'd go for Disneyland Paris with
would you?
unlimited spending money. Yeah, no, I think I'd put up at the queues a bit in Epic Universe. Just imagine all that merch, all the drinks, all the snacks, like unlimited spending money.
Well, there you go. We've got a different answer for that. I'd say Epic Universe because being able to go there, and if we're on a limited time and there's queues, we might not get everything done. So I think without the queues, just going straight on, that'd be fantastic.
So we'll just do one more in this little segment. The first theatre memory you had. Mine is seeing Beauty and the Beast. I've got two actually, and I can't remember which one.
I don't know which one's
first. But I remember seeing Beauty and the Beast with my mum and my nana, I think. And I think I was 6 years old, and we went up to London, and it was the first West End show I'd ever seen. And yeah, I loved it. And then I also went to see a ballet with my nanny, Giselle. But I can't remember how old I was.
My earliest memory, it's one of two. I don't know which one was first. There's going to see the Buddy Holly story at the Theatre Royal in Newcastle. And then there's also going to see the play of What I Wrote, which was at the Theatre Royal in Newcastle. And I can't remember which one came first, but both inspired me because one inspired me to eventually write my show that I took to the Edinburgh Fringe, and then the Buddy Holly story inspired me to like get a bit better at the guitar.
Can you see what he's wearing? They look like socks, to be fair, from here. I'm eating chocolate and listening to Wonka now. This is me set for the afternoon.
I love that soundtrack so much. I just thought, I'll just see if it's on YouTube, and it was, so we listened to quite a few of them there. But I got a little delivery today. I ordered yesterday for ahead of the cruise. I got some water shoes. They look like socks.
So I don't think I have ever started packing for a holiday this early. So we are actually leaving next weekend, so over a week. But we started having a little look just to see what we had and if there was any like major gaps that we needed to order. But I think we're going to be okay because we went on a cruise to the Norwegian fjords last year. And although I'm hoping this Canary Island cruise is going to be a little bit warmer, it's not going to be like crazy like Florida heat yet. So pretty much most of the stuff that we brought to Norway, I'm probably thinking I can bring to the Canary Islands, because a lot of the time I was wearing, I'll probably do a proper pack with me, but I was wearing like floaty dresses like this, and I just think they'll be perfect for that sort of like hot but not crazy heat weather. I think it's going to be, I think Tenerife's about 20 to 24 degrees, and I think Madeira's a little bit cooler, maybe like 15 to 18. So yeah, it's kind of that like, it's hard to pack for weather. But I've just sorted through all of our formal clothes. That's why I'm wearing this dress, because I wanted to try them all on, just double check they fit, and then pack them all away. And I think I've done it. I think I've packed 7 like evening dresses, because we are on board for 7 nights. Not sure if I'll wear sort of an evening dress every night, but on P&O Iona, I ended up wearing an evening dress pretty much every evening. I dressed up a bit just because it was fun, and everyone does on a cruise, so it is really nice. So yeah, I've just tried them all on. To be honest, most of them are evening dresses that I did wear on that cruise. I haven't really brought much new stuff. So you'll probably recognise quite a few of the dresses if you've been here since our last set of cruise vlogs. But I popped another, maybe like 1 or 2 that I didn't bring last year. Some sort of other favourites from my wardrobe, basically. So at least I've got 1 packing cube done, so I can tick that off. And then maybe like each day I'll do like another packing cube, and then it won't be so stressful when it comes to next week, because I'll nearly be packed, which would be amazing. So there we are, first packing cube all done. So exciting. So we've actually had this cruise booked for quite a while. I think nearly a year, maybe like 9 months, 9-10 months. So really excited that it's finally come around, and they are mostly places that we haven't been before. So I'm really looking forward to like exploring, also spending time on the ship as a family. That would be really lovely. And yeah, getting to dress up each evening. I just love cruising. Cruising as a passenger these days is just the best.
So I've just put in I turned it into a tray bake with a load of veg, some chicken, and then some stock to go with it as well. So that'll be ready shortly. And yeah, we did a bit of sort of organising of the
Yeah, at least I've made
clothing.
a start.
Yeah.
You did a bit better than me. I think you got a bit more packed.
I've just got, well, I need to order some caps, because I like wearing a cap if it's hot. And all the ones I've got now, I think I've had them for quite a few years. They're past their sell-by date.
Just wondering, did anything come of Martyn's voiceover reels?
When did I record it? Was it June of last year?
Yeah, last year.
I must admit, it's been quite difficult because in order to record the voiceovers, I need to be in a sort of controlled surrounding. So the only controlled surrounding we have is inside the wardrobe upstairs in the bedroom. So in order, this is how it's like me making excuses, it probably is. But I've got to take everything out of there and then go in, do the recording, and sometimes it's only one, and then put everything back.
Yeah.
So that's really hard to do if I finish at 5 and then I get back at like 7.
Yeah, I think you did. You applied for loads of agents.
Yeah,
and just didn't hear back.
And I did apply for some jobs as well, but just not. I wasn't keeping going.
Yeah.
So that is something that I'm going to get back into, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, any creative, if anyone watching who's like an actor, writer, singer, anything creative, you know how hard the industry is. Like,
yeah.
You it's just write to a million agents and then just not get even one reply.
Yeah, and trying to find the balance as well of work, YouTube, voiceover, and then other stuff that we have happening.
Can't wait to hear more about how we get to take part in your exercise to music classes, as we would love to take part. I don't know when this is going up, as to like when stuff's been not announced, but like. So yeah, stuff is moving forward, which is really exciting.
Very proud.
I think the YouTube channel is up now. Should be.
What's that?
So it is So Helena Dance Fitness. It will be linked in the description box. So if you go follow the YouTube channel, there'll be some videos on there. But then if you follow the Instagram, So Helena Dance Fitness, there will be a link to be able to book onto the online classes.
Yes.
So yeah, whenever this goes out, I'm not sure whether I've done one yet or whether I'm about to do one, but I'm hoping to do some Zumba online dance classes, which will be so exciting, and I just can't wait to dance with you all. And it'll be good as well because I'm hoping to do it every week. The only reason I wouldn't do it is if we were away or something. So we should be able to like build up some good routines, and yeah, I'm really excited.
I'm excited.
One for Martyn. Have you met any actors from Doctor Who? They often have meet and greets at Comic-Con events. And who's your favourite Doctor?
I've only met one. I've seen 3 in total in different plays. Sylvester McCoy and King Lear. Peter Davison, who I didn't realise was in this, was Gypsy, when we went to see Gypsy.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the DVD we've got as well. And then the man that I met was David Tennant, where we saw him in Don Juan in London. And that was only because Helena sort of pushed me to go and see him.
Not to give it away, the next part of the question, but he is your favourite Doctor. And I just knew that if you didn't, you'd regret it. And now it's one of your favourite memories.
Oh yeah, I've got a picture, and it's just I just turned into a little kid. How old was I at this point? But I was like, Mr. Tennant,
mid-20s.
Can I get a photo with you?
And he was so lovely.
He signed my programme. He tried as best he could to get round everyone.
Yeah, there's
but
a lot
I mean,
of people.
he couldn't.
What are your favourite fairy tales in the fairy tale forest in Efteling?
I don't know what the one's called. It'll be in the book over there. But I think one of my favourite ones from going around when it was dark was the dragon one. It was in the dark, it all lit up, you touched, was it a crown?
Yeah.
I think you touched.
I might have to go with long neck, just because...
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just Efteling, and it's really, like, impressive when you go up to it, and I love, like, the way the neck
6
grows.
servants is yours. 6 servants is the long neck one.
The long neck.
And apparently the other servants are featured in, like, some decoration behind you where the cafe is, but we never noticed that.
I need to read the actual fairy tale.
Oh, it's just called The Dragon.
Also, I do love the gnome village. That is high up there. Florida rides. I know Martyn isn't keen on the thrill ones. I'm going to Florida and wonder which thrill rides aren't as bad as I imagine them to be. Basically, the doable fast ones for someone who's not into fast rides.
Well, I mean, I can handle the Disney ones.
I definitely say Big Thunder Mountain. That's sort of like a fast ride that's very doable.
Space Mountain in Florida.
Space Mountain in Florida
you don't
as
go
well.
Upside down.
You don't go upside down, and yeah, it's a lot more tame than Paris. Expedition Everest, you're getting there. Like, that is quite thrilling.
Yeah, but I can handle that.
Yeah, Martyn can handle it. So yeah, most of the Disney ones, all of the Disney ones you can handle, actually. I don't think there's one Disney ride that you don't go on in Florida.
No, well, I haven't been on, but this is just because I haven't been on the Cosmic Rewind.
No.
And I haven't been on Tron.
But you would go on them.
Yeah, I'd give those a go.
Yeah. Universal, there are a few which you didn't. You didn't give
Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster and Rip Ride Rocket. We both haven't been on Rip Ride Rocket because I couldn't go on it. I can't remember why. Last time.
I think it was down.
It was down. Velocicoaster is fast. It is fast, and the Hulk is quite extreme as well. So maybe give them a miss. I mean, they're amazing roller coasters.
I managed the Mummy, the Hagrid. What's it called?
Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. That's you've got to at least try that. And also a tip for that is to sit in the sidecar because it doesn't feel as intense as the motorbike. Going to Efteling with my grumpy dad in October. Hopefully he's not watching this video. Where should I take him first? Ooh, where would you take grumpy dad first? Probably to get a snack or a drink.
I don't know, my first instinct was to take them straight on Symbolica.
Yeah, Symbolica is, yeah.
To give them sort of like the feeling of Efteling.
Yeah, good shout. And then maybe to Palace Cucan for pancakes. And then the last question for this little segment, if you could conceptualise, that's a good word, a ride to add to any Disney park, what type of ride would it be? What film would it be based on? And where would it be in the park? That's quite a hefty question. I think mine would have to be based on my favourite film because it doesn't get enough love in the parks. That's Hercules. I just think a ride with the yes, I know. It would be Hercules, and it would be as if you were going through the obstacle course that Phil's created for Hercules.
Oh yeah.
So whether it be like a roller coaster or quite cool how like in the Harry Potter rides in Universal, like it's half roller coaster, half 4D. Something like that would be fun. Yeah. And like feels like getting you to like go through the thing. Of course, Hades would probably have to come and like try and stop you. Like it'd have to be like an element of thrill in there, and maybe that 3-headed like dragon thing. I mean, that's made for it. Yeah. Probably be in Florida or Paris. In Paris, I think it would be in Walt Disney Studios.
Oh.
And I think in Florida it would be, I can imagine it in Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios.
I'd like a dark ride. To do with Oliver and Company.
That'd be cute. That would be cute. Kind of like Winnie the Pooh vibes.
You go through the story of Oliver and Company, and it would introduce it to a whole new generation.
I love Oliver and Company.
And maybe like, you know, there's a whole room where it's the Dodger singing to you. Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Where would I put that then?
I think that'd have to be in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. So I just did a bit of a search. I actually found my programme for when we went to see Don Juan. So I got this signed at the stage door. I can't remember which photo it was on actually. Oh, I think it was on when they're rehearsing. Oh, there it is. So here we are. We've got chicken, carrot, red onion, leek and potato.
So we've just been watching some more Below Deck Down Under. We're now on season 2 of Below Deck Down Under. So we are getting there. But we thought we would answer the last couple of questions that we had. Do you have a favourite hidden spot in Disneyland Paris? Hidden spot?
I think that little walkway that takes us from... I
was thinking of that one.
So as you walk down either Main Street or down the arcade, and then at the end there's a turn left just before like the Stitch meet and greet, and then it just allows you to quickly get through to not only Frontierland but then further around the park.
Yeah, that is a really good hidden spot. Also, I'd say as you're walking down the arcade, the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, yeah.
Also, not so hidden, but maybe a little bit is the dragon under the castle. Yeah. Like you have to go.
Have to see the dragon.
And you could also walk up the castle as well. You can walk up to the top level, so that's quite hidden too. Do you book your trips through travel agents separately or a mix of both? And what sites would you recommend? Not travel agent. I'd say sometimes we do package. So we'll do like a package from TUI or Magic Breaks or Disney themselves. And then I'd say mostly we mostly do separately, especially for Disneyland Paris.
Expedia. We tend to go
on. With my perks at work, I normally get some money off Expedia, so we tend to use Expedia a lot.
Like when we had the annual passes.
Yeah,
it was all just through Expedia.
We're going to see Madame Butterfly this week. It will be our first ever opera. Have you ever been to the opera? If not, would you like to?
No, we haven't ever been to an opera.
No, we haven't. The closest we sort of got, well, no. Yeah, we went to see, I went with my mum, went to see My Fair Lady, which of course isn't an opera, but we went to the Royal Opera House to watch it because it was on there. And they had like, I think if you're under 35, you can get cheaper tickets for the English National Opera. And I always thought, oh, I should do that.
I'm always up for trying new things that are to do with the arts. Like, Was it last year? When was it we went to see a ballet? And that was sort of new for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like seeing sort of different.
I would love to go see a ballet at Christmas. I'd love to see the Nutcracker. 2 more questions. How do you eat your scones in a cream tea? The Cornish way, jam first then cream, or the wrong way?
Whoa,
So we definitely know your way.
Whoa. This question is, how do you eat your scones?
Scones.
Scones.
That's the first argument.
I think it's...
I eat it the other way. I do the cream first and then the jam.
I think I do jam first and then cream. I can never remember.
I think I do it the other way normally. I probably mix and match, to be honest. Controversial.
You know what I'm missing? A Sally Lunn bun.
Oh, they were so good.
From Bath. We haven't been to Bath for a long time.
I know. We need to go to Bath. Last question. Oh, we sort of kind of answered it. Have you ever considered going to Phantasialand? It's an amazing park with Disney level theming, especially in their winter event. Yeah. We'd love to go. So Phantasialand and Europa Park are probably the next 2 parks that are the highest on our list. They both look incredible. So any tips for either, pop them in the comments. Mostly places to stay. That's all the questions.
Oh, thank you so much for popping them on the community page. That meant a lot.
Yeah, I quite like doing it on the community page. Yeah. So I think we're going to leave this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, if you like this one, hit the like button and also subscribe.
Bye.
Toodle Pipski.